Hey guys, welcome to week 5 in our Hope Helps series. Today we're going to be following up the video on self-diagnosis and self-medication of our mental health issues or stressors in our lives. Over the next few videos, we're going to be diving into some of the ways people like to self-medicate that have actually become quite popular among high school students and youth in North America, and some of the ways that those are actually really destructive. Today we're going to start with alcohol. Alcohol has been a pressure among high school students for a long time to either drink, to get drunk, to be popular, to fit in. One of the more alarming trends that has kind of gotten more popular as time has gone on is called binge drinking. Most high school students aren't what we would consider full-blown alcoholics. An alcoholic is someone whose body physically requires alcohol to function during the day. They've consumed so much over such a long period of time that they are no longer able to function and get through their day without it. Some high school students will get there, and if you are them, please talk to us. We would love to help because we believe there is hope. But most students in high school engage in a behavior that is called binge drinking. Binge drinking means that it's not an everyday occurrence. It might not even be an every week occurrence, but after a long period of being sober, days, weeks, maybe even months, there comes a period of 1 or 2 nights. And over those 1 or 2 nights, what happens is people will go out and drink as much as they can, get as drunk as they can, to have the best time they can, in their opinion. And what seems like kind of a funny issue to joke about actually has some serious consequences and can lead to some very, very severe issues in the lives of students engaging in that type of behavior. Alcohol is a liar. Alcohol is something that promises freedom, it promises stress relief, and it promises fun, and it promises good times. The reality is with binge drinking, people who may have had an idea of what their tolerance was, you generally don't know what they can safely consume, which can lead to vomiting, can lead to memory loss, it can lead to very bad and impulsive decisions, and bad case scenarios, it can lead to alcohol poisoning, which obviously leads to hospitalization and even death. When alcohol promises us freedom from our issues, it is saying all you need is me and some good friends, and tonight will be the time of your life. You won't worry about school. You won't worry about the fight with mom and dad, the breakup with boyfriend or girlfriend, or the serious trauma in your life. If you're depressed, come and drink. You know what? It's going to be great. We'll listen to some music. We'll have some good memories. The reality is we always sober up. The reality is alcohol cannot actually fulfill that promise to us. Not only do we always sober up, but then we are not leaving the consequences of the night before behind. Anyone who's ever engaged in social drinking or binge drinking in high school, unfortunately, has had the experience of waking up in the morning full of regrets from how the night before went. Full of guilt, full of shame, full of embarrassment, unable to face our friends, unable to talk to our parents about what happened. So not only now are we dealing with the stressors that we didn't actually leave behind, that we just pretended didn't exist, we're still dealing with those. But now we've actually created a number of issues for ourselves because of our decisions the night before. First thing to know about alcohol, it's in the category of depressant, which means that it makes you sad. So if someone is going to a party and is already depressed, feeling upset, feeling sad, to then drink a depressant over the course of a few hours will not make you happier. It will actually lead to more sadness and anger. This is why people at the end of the night tend to be angry or sad. It leads to fights, leads to crying, leads to holes in the wall. It doesn't lead to anything good. Beyond that, it takes away some of your inhibitions. It takes away your ability to think clearly through the consequences of your actions. This is why things like drunk hookups are such a problem. Things you would never normally do sober, you don't even hesitate to do drunk because you're not thinking clearly. It's not that you're not yourself, it's that the understanding of the consequences and the desire to fight against the initial urges that you have aren't there. If alcohol is a problem in your life, the chances are very good that it's a very tempting problem that it's not always an easy one to walk away from. This can be because our friends are actively engaged in social or binge drinking, which makes it hard to stay sober. This can be because we have so much going on that our party nights are the only nights we get any sense of relief. And in extreme cases, this can be because our bodies are starting to develop a tolerance to alcohol, and we are on the path towards alcoholism. If this is you, this is a good chance to turn around and to look for a different answer. Many, many, many millions of lives have been ruined by alcohol. People that I love dearly have had their lives turned upside down by the effects of alcohol, either their drinking or the drinking of someone that they care about. The Bible teaches that alcohol is something that needs to be used wisely, that there's no place for drunkenness, because drunkenness will lead us astray. It will lead us into more trouble. The book of Proverbs says that wine is a mocker and beer is a brawler. That the effects that alcohol has on people when they're drunk is absolute foolishness. That it leads to hurt, to heartbreak, and to more sin. If alcohol is a problem in your life today, now's the time to start looking for different answers. Now's the time to stop and to look around and to say, what has alcohol done to me that has been of any value? And is there a better way? Self-medicating means that we are actually using a substance to cover up the hurt that's inside of us. And alcohol is one of the main ways high school students and youth do that these days. We want to ignore all the pain and we want to move past it, but instead of actually dealing with the issues in our lives, we drink them away. We look for ways to cover everything up so that we don't actually have to think. If you have questions about alcohol or how to stop, or if you need help getting out of the party scene, Hope Youth is here to help. Please feel free to shoot us a message on Facebook. Drop a comment below here. If you want more information on alcohol, the Bible, and addictions, then please head over to our blog and check it out. We are here for you guys, and we don't want to see any more lives ruined because of alcohol. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.